Question for everybody out there. If we have history, am I always able to come back into your life and link up with you? Or does a stranger that you just met get more access to you than I do? Let's talk about it. Welcome back, everybody, to the Felix Black Show here on YouTube and also the podcast on Spreaker. Make sure that you subscribe to both. Make sure you hit that like button on both versions, whether you like to listen audio in your car when you're cleaning up around your house, or whether you like to see the full video here on YouTube. I'm Felix Black, and today I'm talking about, am I able to come back into your life? Do I always have access to you if we've linked up before? Or does someone that you just met have more access to you than I do? That's an interesting fact because I believe, this is just me personally, I believe if we've had history before, especially if we've been in a relationship, if we were married, I have access to you at all times. That's just the way that I feel. If we were in a serious relationship, let's say we didn't get married, but we were boyfriend and girlfriend, for lack of a better term, and we were dating for maybe 3 to 4 years before things went south and things went wrong. I still believe that I should have access to you, meaning if I call you, you should pick up. Let's just say this. We ended the relationship on amicable terms, right? Nobody cheated. There was definitely no domestic violence. There was nothing negative that ended the relationship. If your relationship ends negatively, I 100% understand. So please don't bring those examples when you're leaving comments in the comment section, because I know you like to leave a lot of comments, right? I'm saying we either lost touch, one of us moved away, or we just mutually decided to part ways. Maybe we were young, we were at different phases of our life. One of us grew up and the other one kind of wanted to stay in the phase that they were in, but things ended amicably. I am one to think that, hey, if I call you, because I will probably keep your information. If I call you, you should pick up. If you come to my city, then you should talk to me, holler at me, let me know that you're here. Is that a little bit selfish? Yes, I understand that. But understand at some point, I looked good to you. I was very handsome, right? I had a good personality because obviously we dated and we had a good time. In relationships, we like to look at all of the negative times that we've had. But we've also had some good times too. That's why we were in a relationship. I'm one to think that, yes, I should be able to have access to you, not necessarily 24/7, but if you are not in a relationship, if you aren't dating anyone, and I'm in your city, I'm going to hit you up. I'm going to call you and to see what you're doing. I want to link up. I want to go to lunch. I want to get dinner. I want to do something with you because we have that history. Now, should we be able to hook up? Yeah, I think so. I believe so. Why? Just because I think that it's the history. For me, history is a big deal. I'm not one to make a lot of friends, and I don't make friends quickly. So when I meet a woman and we get into a relationship and we, start to vibe and we're together, that's important to me. And I realize that at different points in our life, we are looking and we are seeking and we accept different things. It's easy to say, oh, well, the relationship didn't work the first time. Things happen between the end of that first relationship and now. Sometimes, people are able to rekindle. Sometimes people are able to get along better. People understand. People go back out into the dating sphere and then they realize kind of what they had actually wasn't bad or was actually what they were looking for. But we as human beings tend to be the type that we want kind of the thing we're not getting, if that makes sense, right? If you have a girl that doesn't like to go out a lot of us will then be like, well, I'd rather go out more. Or if you have someone that likes to go out a lot, you'd be like, well, I like to stay in more. We're just built that way for some reason. That's men and women. So don't try that men versus women thing. So I think that changes us as we get older. We start to seek different things. And sometimes we recall people that we used to date, and you look back and you say, hey, it wasn't all that bad. Let me see what they're up to. Now, I'm not saying you're just calling up to have a booty call. I'm not saying that. Even though I'm okay with that, if we've linked up before, we should be able to link up again. I'm saying as far as meeting, going out to eat, maybe going out on a date, enjoying a nice evening. Does that mean that we have to go on and start to be in a relationship again? No, but because you don't have to go through that talking phase, you don't have to go through that do I trust you phase, are you going to do something to me? You know this person already. It seems it would be a lot easier to go out to eat, go to the movies, go for a night on the town with someone that you've had history with before. A lot of people like to really close that door. After we were done with each other one time, that's it. There's nothing more. I mean, I don't necessarily believe in that for reasons that I've already said. People change, situations change, the dating sphere definitely changed. And now people are just, they're looking for different things. They're offering different things. And since we were in a relationship before, obviously it may have been something that I was meeting, a requirement I was meeting for that time, or it may have been a requirement that I wasn't meeting that at that time, but I am now. So yes, I feel like we should always have history together. I feel like I should be able to call you, link up with you, do everything that we were doing before, just because we've had history before. Yes, I do agree with that. And I'd like to get people's thought process on that. What do you think? What do you believe about people that you've had relationships with before? Do you believe that you are able to rekindle those relationships, or just maintain it on a, not necessarily a friendly basis, but on a, hey, when you're available, or I just happen to be in your city, you happen to be in my city, let's link up type situation. So tell me what you all think about that down in the comment section. If you haven't already, please like the video, comment on it. If you're listening on the Spreaker app, please make sure you're following the Felix Black Show on the podcast so you can get all of the episodes that I come up with, and you'll be the first one to get those notifications. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.